The polar vortex sounds dramatic, but it's just a swirling mass of cold air high above the North Pole. It acts like an invisible fence, trapping the coldest air in the Arctic. When the vortex is strong, winters in North America and Europe are pretty average, but if it weakens, that cold air can escape and head south. The polar vortex sits in the stratosphere about 10 to 30 miles above us. Changes up there can influence the weather we feel on the ground, so when meteorologists mention the polar vortex, they're watching for signs of big weather shifts. Understanding this helps us know what might be coming this winter. When the polar vortex gets disrupted by waves in the atmosphere or sudden stratospheric warming, it can lose its shape. Sometimes it even splits, letting frigid Arctic air spill south. This is when we get those dramatic cold snaps, with temperatures dropping 30, 40, or even 50 degrees in a day. It's not the vortex itself moving, but pieces of its cold air breaking off. These outbreaks can last days or weeks, straining power grids and disrupting daily life. Not every winter sees this, but when it happens, it's memorable, like the cold waves of 2014 and 2019. Cities unused to such cold can set new records. That's why forecasters watch the polar vortex closely each year. Understanding how this cold escapes is key to predicting extreme winter weather. This year, the signals are especially important. Why focus on December 2025? Because several big weather signals are lining up for a wobbly polar vortex. First, Siberia has seen unusually heavy early snow. This cools the air above, building high pressure that can disrupt the vortex. Historically, lots of Siberian snow means a weaker vortex and colder winters for North America and Europe. Second, we're entering a La Niña phase, with cooler Pacific waters shifting global weather patterns. La Niña often creates a high-pressure ridge in the North Pacific, making sudden stratospheric warming events more likely. Third, the quasi-biennial oscillation, QBO, is in its easterly phase, which also favors a weaker vortex. When all three signals, Siberian snow, La Niña, and easterly QBO, align, the risk of a polar vortex disruption jumps. It's like nature stacking the deck for a colder winter. Forecasters are watching these trends closely. The odds of a significant cold blast are higher than usual. So what could this mean for December 2025? Expect a higher chance of extreme cold outbreaks in the northern and eastern US and parts of Europe. We might see wild swings, mild spells followed by sudden intense Arctic blasts. A polar vortex disruption could bring earlier and harsher frosts, even in places that usually stay mild. Imagine waking up to temperatures 20 degrees below normal, with days below freezing and dangerous wind chills. Heavy snow is possible, especially near the Great Lakes. Winter could arrive weeks early, making December colder and snowier than recent years. These are forecasts, not guarantees, but the signals are strong. The potential for a major cold blast is real. This isn't hype, it's a heads up based on solid science. Stay alert as winter approaches. If a cold blast is coming, preparation is key. Check your heating system and seal up drafts in your home. Make sure everyone has warm clothing, hats, gloves, coats. Prepare emergency kits for home and car flashlights, blankets, food, water, and a shovel. Protect pipes from freezing by insulating them and letting faucets drip on the coldest nights. Bring pets inside during extreme cold. Stay informed with local weather updates and alerts. A little planning now can prevent big problems later. Be ready to adjust travel or stock up on essentials if needed. Stay warm, stay safe, and watch the forecast.